All right, take one. Also, someone mentioned that we should talk about our stream while we're making these videos. So if you don't know, I stream every day, starting at like 1 p.m. PSD, and you can watch me make these videos / watch me play League of Legends live. Yeah, you can ask me questions there and all that good stuff. If you want to support me in what I do, feed me with that Twitch Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you can give me a sub for free. Anyways, hashtag ad over. We're talking about how to follow up on your support correctly. And well, not even just like correctly, but how do you actually follow up on your support? And I'm not really talking about examples where you just throw everything into their face, right? Because everyone knows how to do that. Like this is what most of you think of when you think follow up, right? You think my support goes in, then I finish him off, and we're good because we just focus the guy your support is focusing, right? So this is what most people think of when they think of follow their support, right? And what I'm going to show you is how to prevent situations where you have a better play, like an advanced play available to you, but you might miss it because you're not thinking about what your support is thinking. Let me show you the classic. This is what we're trying to prevent today, okay? And once you see this VOD, once we show you this clip, we'll get into the TLDR and what you should actually do, okay? So, you know, hitting the Jin, Mark's looking for the binding. Oh shit, he got binded. Let me net forward and trap real quick. Okay, pop quiz. Why did that trap not work? Right? Why did that trap not work? Oh, you know, it's too slow, right? I mean, I think everyone can see it very clearly. Now, you might think, oh, I guess the trap was impossible, but it's in fact not. Oh, we could watch this. This is pretty funny. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Anyways, you could think, hey, that trap was impossible, but obviously it's not, right? Because let me show you what it should look like. If you are actually reading your support here, right, and you know what your support is going to do, you can physically follow up in time. How can we make sure we don't miss this idea of physically being able to follow up in time? But if you don't know it's coming, you won't be able to follow up in time, like I showed you in that Jin clip. Okay, so this is the TLDR, right? One, every time your support is trying to make a play, right, make sure you know what you're going to do on the play, right? So she's looking for a bind. I'm going to flash trap. I'm going to net forward trap. I'm going to Q only. I'm going to ulti only. But you want to come up with something. You don't want to go into this thinking nothing, because if we get to number 2 and you're not thinking anything and she goes for it, you cannot do it right now. You cannot just force it and say, oh shit, I have to follow up now. It's too late. By the time you get to this point and you realize that he's getting binded, it's too late. And you're just wasting your net and your trap. In fact, you should just not use anything. Don't try and follow up because you haven't planned for it properly, right? In these kinds of plays where you need to follow up in a specific way, if you did not plan for it ahead of time, you cannot react to it in time. I promise you, okay? You will not be able to react to it in time. So don't just randomly go in and like, you know, waste all your abilities trying to make this follow up happen. It's better to not do anything and just let your support get the free damage, because you are winning. You can actually make it worse by, you know, wasting all your abilities here. And now this is a 2v3 where I have no net and I'm missing a trap for some reason. I even netted forward out of position because Silas is about to, you know, come in and do us dirty. Okay, so one, do you know what your support is going to do? If you notice him looking for a play, figure out your exact follow-up, right? And then 2, if you couldn't figure it out in time, back off, right? Otherwise, 3, execute, no problem. So let me show you what other good examples look like, all right? This is the video or the clip from the other day that prompted this video, okay? So 1, you know, you see your support trying to do something, right? 2, do you know what you're going to do on stun? 3, you could do it, right? So I'm going to EQ immediately on stun. And that way, you legit cannot miss. Versus if you don't notice he's stunning and you try and react and you're like, oh, I Q and then I net. In fact, if you Q and then net, you know what happens? Your Q is going to hit, but your net's going to miss because you didn't plan properly. You didn't plan it correctly, right? So that's kind of the idea, all right? How to not miss free opportunities in lane when your support does something good. Okay, let me show you some more examples. Here, you see your Nami's trying to do something. What are you going to do? Immediately ulti W, because we know that 100 times out of 100, it is winning, right? I mean, this is a little bit fast, but we can go back and rewatch, right? Because if you think about it, oh, you know, this is the default. You just run up with E, press Q, auto attack, whatever, and then you have to like figure out how to flash charm and stuff, right? That's the default. Or you could not use your flash and you just use your ulti and insta kill, and that way you can conserve resources and guarantee the kill, right? So that's kind of the idea, is making sure your support started a guarantee play. How do we make sure you don't fuck it up, right? And then we'll show you 2 last examples, but I think you guys get the idea, right? And, you know, hopefully you know how to build a habit now, right? Every time support is going to do something, figure out what support's going to do. How are we going to follow up, right? So what is Fiddle going to do here? He's going to fear. On fear, what can I do? Instant RW, right? And so instead of just eing forward and queuing and not getting your W off, and you're like, oh, okay, after he like flashes away RW or something like that, doesn't seem very clean. Doesn't seem very, what's it called? Guaranteed. It's not 100% guaranteed, but RW combo on fear is 100% guaranteed, right? If you take a look, if I had gone for some kind of standard play, Rakan can save Ezreal actually, right? Rakan's level 6 here, I think. Yeah, or level 5, same thing. No, not the same thing, but Rakan can actually save the Ezreal here, right? He can like do some Guardian stuff. He can W me if I fail to flash it. But Virgil's RW is just easy clap. I don't have to think because I've already done the thinking beforehand. That's the important part, okay? Last one is, you know, same idea. It's just, you know, a little fancy because we're super far away. But, you know, Arzillian's looking for a play, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to ulti if he lands this. So he lands it, I ulti, and I run forward with the Q flash. No problem, because we know Misfortune has no flash. Versus if you're just farming here, and you're just paying attention to how can I push, right? What is Sona doing, right? You might miss this free opportunity, right? So that's kind of the idea. How do we make sure we're not missing free shit in lane when our support does something good, all right? So yeah, let me know if you guys have found some super awesome follow-ups from your supports, right? Definitely show me some example clips, and I hope this helped you. It's a little different because usually we talk about how we can prevent disasters. This is more like how can we make a disaster even worse for them, right? So for more, I guess, aggressive players or players who like to make plays, this is for you. So have a good one, and I guess don't forget to feed me with that Twitch Prime. Chat, am I selling out? All right, let's just stop the recording here. All right, peace.